Thank you for inviting me to present the experience in Magliano Alpi. Magliano Alpi can be seen as a catalyst of replication at Italian national level. Well, in Italy, according to the Italian law that early adopted European RE2 directive, a renewable energy community is a legal entity that is open and based on open and voluntary participation. It is autonomous, where it is not for profit, whose shareholder or members are natural persons, small and medium-sized enterprises, and municipalities. So this is a bit revolutionary, since it is a no-profit private entity that includes among its members also public bodies like municipalities. The primary objective of a renewable energy community in Italy is to provide environmental, economic, and social benefits to its shareholders. And this means that, sorry, I'm trying to, okay. So the renewable energy community in Italy today represents the technical, organizational, and catalyst of sustainable local development models. It is a real important element for energy transition. To create a renewable energy community, we can identify 5 main stages: design, governance, construction, management, and replication. Clearly, we need a vision. In the case of the Renewable Energy Community of Magliano Alpi, the vision was provided by the Manifesto of the Energy Community proposed by the Energy Center of the Politecnico di Torino. When we design a renewable energy community, we have to make several actions clearly related to data collection and taking into account the constraints. In case of Italy, for example, there is the limitation that all members must be connected to the same medium voltage, low voltage transformer, and only installations activated after March 2020 are eligible for incentivation schemes. Clearly, it's the building of a storytelling is a key success factor, and we are getting aware that to create this storytelling, it's better to have some practical case available, so that thanks to the word of mouth, success cases can be an example for all citizens that are interested in joining a renewable energy community. Also, the governance of a renewable energy community is important. We have to choose the type of legal entity, write a statute, choose the management platform, also define the rules to share the benefits among the members of the energy community. Please note, sorry for CER, because it is the Italian for REC. Well, the Italian law states that incentives can be shared according to a private law contract. So all members agrees upon the rules, and then the benefits can be shared according to criteria that can must take the behavior into account. Members of a renewable energy community can be public or private only. The renewable energy community acts as a technical organizational enabling node, capable, as I said before, to share in the benefit among all members. There are strong, important cooperation synergies between the renewable energy community and the local economic system. And clearly, we are working in Magliano Alpi to make business models compatible with the regulations of local authorities, so that to maximize the effects of the Italian law, that is incentives plus fiscal bonuses, that are playing a major role in making renewable energy community a success. Probably the main advantage of Magliano Alpi's renewable energy community and of the community that are being created today is that the REC enables local supply chains of designers, installers, maintenance technicians. Practically speaking, thanks to the REC, all those designers, installers, maintainers can get a new business while providing services for the community. In Magliano Alpi, this supply chain is represented by the Community Operational Group, COG. Obviously, installations must be made according to technical specifications that ensure their interoperability and management in the context. An Internet of Things platform is used to manage networks and services. Obviously, we need hardware and software, the communication and data storage infrastructures. The digital platform play a major role. I'm not going to bother you with details, but clearly, when we write the private law contract in order to share the benefits, we use the so-called algorithms that are designed so that energy self-consumption is rewarded. And we need a digital platform in order to make these rules work, so that incentivation schemes can be allocated according to the behavior of the members of the community. Well, this is the way renewable energy community can stimulate the economy. Please look at the right side of the slide. We have a digital platform for the management of the energy community. We have interoperability standards and installation specifications, so that the community operational group, that is local ecosystem composed by designers, installers, builders, maintenance, craftsmen, SME, can work together to design, construct, and maintain the renewable energy community, while the platform make data management possible. Well, the city has the role to inform residents through institutional channels, but acts as a super partes guarantor of the process. This is really important because citizens rely on the authoritativeness of the city in order to make their choices. The community operational group prepare information campaign with flyers, posts on social networks, but enables, this is the main success factor, enables the design of offers by a local short supply chain of companies and professionals. To give you an example, in Italy, if you install a photovoltaic system, you get a 50% fiscal deduction, and you have to pay the remaining 50%. But if you enter into a renewable energy community, you are eligible for 110 euro per megawatt hour incentive for 20 years. That is that practically the individual, the citizen who pays the photovoltaic gets a 50% deduction plus these incentives, and in Magliano, typically in 6 to 7 years, it can cover the cost of the photovoltaic, thus getting money for the other 13 years. But this is possible, well, entering the renewable energy community, I mean, is possible only if the community, if the citizen asks COG, because they know how to make technology work. So this is a competitive factor. Citizens know whom to contact to understand and have technical information. They have institutional references to guarantee the proposals. And this triggers a favorable storytelling that is at the base of the diffusion of the approach. Practically speaking, there are three main models that are today in place in Italy. The first one is in Magliano Alpi, this community operational group. The community operational group can also have the form of a cooperative entity. And in some cases, like, for example, in the case of the Comunità Collinare del Friuli, that is 15 municipalities for 50,000 inhabitants in northeastern Italy, the community operational group is embedded into the organization of the public body. But the idea is to create community operational groups that can design, build, and manage the renewable energy communities. If we get a vision related to Directive 944 on citizen energy communities, clearly we can think of creating networks of renewable energy community at national or also European level, thus enabling the creation of virtual energy companies at European level. Clearly, this will depend upon the way 944 directive is adopted, but something will happen. So it is really important to have a digital platform, to have this community operational group capable of making technical things work. The Renewable Energy Community of Magliano Alpi is one of the founding community partner of the Italian Forum on Energy Communities that was launched in May this year by the World Energy Council Italy and the Energy Center of the Politecnico di Torino. It is also a founding partner of Athenes, that is an entity for the diffusion of energy community approach to multifamily houses, so that condominiums. And the Renewable Energy Community of Magliano Alpi is also a partner of Rescope, that is one of the largest cooperatives made by energy community at European level. In conclusion, thanks to tax bonuses and incentives, for example, for building retrofit, you can get 110 up to 110% incentive. That is, you pay 100, you get 110 back. So the combination of tax bonuses, incentives, including the incentives on self-consumed energy, in Italy, the turnover and profit margins linked to the management of the energy transition present exciting prospects for growth in the medium and long term. So there's a lot of money. These resources, if used with a redistributive and not only predatory logic, are capable of supporting local economy. And it's really important to make supply chains short, so that the added value remains on the territory, on the place where work are done. The clean energy package of the European Commission puts the citizen prosumer at the center of the energy transition. So Magliano Alpi proposed itself as a catalyst for a process of rethinking the energy-driven business models in order to create tangible benefits for local communities. Well, please note that Magliano was the first renewable energy community in Italy created in compliance of the RED II directive as adopted by the Italian government. Today, the experience of Magliano is being replicated in the Comunità Collinare del Friuli, as I said before, that is 15 municipalities, 50,000 inhabitants, and also on about a dozen of other municipalities in Piedmont and in other Italian regions. This is really important because the experience gained must not be made for other types, because you do not have to reinvent the wheel. It is really important that the municipality of Magliano Alpi is available to help other municipalities to start this process. I thank you for your attention.